to learn to create an object in Fusion 360, and it's very easy to do it. So first here you can see the units in document settings. In the named views you can see all the different elevations, and in the origin you can see the different axes. Let's go to the home. So first we create a new component. And then we create a new sketch, and to create a new sketch we select first X and Y axis. What we are going to make is a rectangle, a 3D rectangle, and the size is 20 by 8 meters. So as the default unit set here is in millimeters, so we just have to adjust the values. Yes. Now we go in the home and we create the object. Minus 1500. Then we go in the surfaces and we unstitch the object, and then we delete the top layer. This can be done by right clicking on it. And then you select the object and you stitch it again. Okay, and once the stitching is done, now to export it as an Stl file, it's very easy. You click here, you right click here, and then you can see save as mesh. So you do this, and here you can see the different parameters. We can see the mesh, and by maximum edge length we can decide the number of triangles that we want. So whatever you like, you can select it, and then you go on. Okay, and now it tells us to save where you want. So I'm saving it in a wave folder, and it's done. So for your further reference, you can use this, you can save this file, just save. And yes, it's saved. We have created the Stl file by using Fusion 360, but still NEMOH cannot read the Stl file, and it only reads the NEMOH.dat file. So to do that, we can use many applications, and one of them is BIM Rosetta. It is a free to download software and doesn't require an installation. So you download it, then you go in the bin, and the first option, it opens the app. Here we have many options, and we can go in mesh handling, and then you click to browse. We go in the desktop waves, wave attenuator, and then open it, and here you can see the objects. Then here you have many options. You can click on the mesh and axis to see it. You can zoom in, zoom out, and then you can see the center of rotation or hold the selection. And yes, if you somehow mess up in the alignment, always you can click on XYZ or fit. So now what we want to do is save it as, and we have many options to save, so we are going to save it in NEMOH.dat. We select the folder where we want to save it. It's wave. Okay, save, and then we click on convert. By doing this, we should have the file that we need to run NEMOH. Yes, we have it. Now that we have the required files, so we can begin. Now we should download the NEMOH file, which I have already downloaded. You can download it from the website. Yeah, so let me do this so it's easier. Okay, so now after you have downloaded the NEMOH folder, what we have to do is open the MATLAB routines, copy all, and paste it in the wave folder. And then what we have to do is, this is all to run it in the MATLAB. And then what we have to do is, we need some additional files like NEMOH.call file, ID file, so that we can get it from verifications. So let's consider two bodies, and yes, here you can see those files. So one is ID file, yes, the second one is NEMOH.call file, we need that. Then one is the input file, we copy it, and that's all. And one more folder we'll have to make is results. Okay, so basically these are all the files that we have to copy from there. Then what we have to do is take the DAT file of the wave attenuator, cut it and paste it in the mesh. Yeah. And now we need to do few changes in order to run the program. So first of one would be, we go in the NEMOH.call, we open it, and alongside that we also we go in the mesh and we open the wave attenuator, and that yes, so now we have both of them together. Okay, so here what we need to do is make some changes. So first one is description of floating bodies. Here it is 2, we have to make it one body. And now it is like name of the mesh file, it's wave attenuator, that's correct. But as we had put it in the mesh folder, so we have to give that directory. Yeah, mesh. Okay, now what is important is number of points and number of panels. The number of points can be found from the DAT file of the wave attenuator. As you can see, it starts from here until yeah, so this is the number of points, that would be 37. And for number of panels, again we start counting from here and we go up till here, so that would be 85 minus 39, that will give us 46. Once this is done, we don't need to make any of the much changes, except in the post processing we don't need IRF calculation, so we can just make it 0, not 0, this thing as well, 0.00. Here again 0.00. Zero, okay. Yeah, so then we can save it. Yes. And yes, okay, I forgot, we'll have to copy one more folder from the original NEMOH file, that is NEMOH.run. We can copy and paste it. So this gives the command to run the program, and yeah. So now we are starting the program, and here you can see, let's also open NEMOH. So here you can see W stands for wave frequency, DIR stands for direction, and depth is D. And where A is the matrix added mass coefficient, B is the radiation damping coefficients, and FE is the excitation forces. So you can select your values whatever you want, and we run the program. Okay, as you see, the program has successfully run, and so when you go back to the folder and you enter in the results, you will see these values like CA stands for the radiation damping coefficients, CM is for added mass, again FE is for wave excitation,